Okay, bring it back to you, baby girl. I just had to check your room. Hi.
Hi, Miss Kim. I did not expect. I was just clicking on things, and I was like, "Am I online to get on her live?
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
Live?"
Well, do
But
you want to be a
okay,
guest? You are on live to be on live.
so, God brought me here apparently, so I'm with it.
Oh, God did this?
Allegedly, because I didn't.
Well, girl, you had to click on the link though, right?
Yeah, like I said, I was clicking on things, and I'm just trying to figure things out. But hey,
Hey, is your name is Brianna?
yes, my name. I go by Brianna. My middle name Brianna. My first name is Jocelyn, but everybody knows me by Brianna. So
Okay, we got a little Wi-Fi issue, so maybe it will stop. So you want me to call you Brianna? Okay. How old are you, love?
I'm 35.
35. And what do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm working from home doing something with medical billing. It's not in my field at all, but God had brought that to me, so He wanted me to keep paying my bills. So I'm working in medical billing right now, but I went to school and got my bachelor's degree and my master's degree from Virginia State University in media management.
Okay. Okay. So what's the title you want me to write down? Medical?
Production. Production
Write
is what
down
I do.
production?
Media production is
Media
what I
production.
do.
Got you. Okay. You have any kids?
No.
No kids. Have you ever been married?
Damn.
And what city or state you calling us from?
I'm in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Okay. Fredericksburg, 3A. All right. So we got Brianna, 35, media production, no kids, never married, Fredericksburg, VA. All right, Brianna, boo. What kind of man you looking for? What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Aries. Okay, Brianna, boo. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking for a spiritual man that loves his mother, so that indicates he does know how to treat women to me. A man with morals. I grew up with both my parents. I still have them. So there's a lot of things. Well, I still have them. I still have both my parents, and they're still together. So I've kind of expected that out of life, but it seems like the age group that I'm in and the one that I'm looking for, everybody wasn't blessed to have their parents still together and know how to kind of maneuver in that space. So that's something really that I'm looking for. Preferably a man that does not have kids. And I thought I could deal with like the foreigners, the Africans, and the Jamaicans, but it looks like a lot of them are here on visas. So I think they're just really looking for an opportunity because I found a nice young man on your site, hit me up, was talking respectfully. I ended up going to pick him up from the bus station, but it didn't really work out. We had a good 2 days together, but I sent him on back to where he came from. It was
Well, what
fine.
happened in the 2 days? You met him from the app?
I met him from the app. It was crazy because it was like, Brianna, you're moving way too fast. So I met him on the app, and then I was at the nail salon on Friday or Thursday night, and then he was like, "Well, why don't I come see you?" And I'm thinking he's just trying to be assertive and not sit back and be like, just the hey highs. So I like that. It was still a little too fast for me. Like he already want to call me booze and babies. That's a red flag, bro. I don't even know you, but of course, I'll bring you to my space and give you that good old hospitality that I know how to give. But it was just he was Jamaican. It was just how he would talk. Like he seemed like when I was talking, he would be rubbing his head like I'm giving him a headache. Like, bro, we're supposed to be getting to know each other. You're gonna get my feedback, so you know how I'm gonna so you know how I feel about the situation. He was also a little younger, 29, and I'm 25, so that was a bit of a red flag. But I try not to throw that number out there
I
because
don't
it'll
think
be
that's a
like,
bad. I
oh,
don't think that's too far. That was just 6 years.
yeah, you're right. You're right. It wasn't too bad. But he on a visa, so if I wanted to see him, like he lives in the hotel that he worked at, And to me, that's just weird. It's not regular. But then again, this isn't regular. So I'm trying to get used to the not regular, meeting people online and things like that. Because
So what was your final straw? Like, what was the moment when you said, okay, he got to go?
yes. So we were down in Richmond. I took him back to his bus. We were walking around downtown just waiting for the bus. I could have just left him and said, all right, have, the bus, wait for your bus. But I still wanted to make sure he got on the bus safely and all that. Um, we were walking around downtown and some girl, he was like, hey, 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 like, just being rude about how he was calling her. I'm like, hold on, you are a little boy. Women want you to say, excuse me. You need to speak like, you want somebody to speak to you. So that was one thing that
Wait, who
kind of
was he talking to like that?
just some random woman because he wanted to ask where could he get something to eat from when I had just told him where he could get something to eat from. But
Gotcha.
whatever, so there was that. So then I ended up taking him to Burger King's. It's really little, but to me, I feel like no, it's happening too much. Because there were other times this week, the week that he was with me, that he did things that it was like, I don't like. I feel like it's
Brianna,
really
I want
my
to ask you a question, but I don't know if I want to ask you a question in front of everybody. You seem like a good lady. You seem like a classy lady. I don't know if I should ask you this question. Okay, everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes and block your ears. I gotta ask Brianna a question. Everybody do it right now, cousins. Close your eyes and block your ears. Only Brianna can hear me ask her this question. How about Brianna? You know how to do the private chat?
no.
On, oh, wait, you on the dating app, right?
I'm on the dating app. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask. Never mind. I'm a. Can if I send you a message on the app right now, you can see it.
Yes, I should be.
Okay,
Yes,
okay. What's
ma'am.
your name? What's your name on the app? What's your name on the app?
Brianna, Brianna.
BR. Spell it for me. BRI.
Anna.
And what's your username?
Oh,
Okay.
at
It's this is you right here,
that's
Brianna.
me.
This is you.
That's me.
Okay,
That's
listen.
me.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask it out loud. That's why I love having my own dating app because I can ask the question. I'm about to ask you this question. You text me. You type back and answer the question.
Okay,
See, I know you a classy lady, so I'm gonna ask this in private.
I appreciate that.
Okay, you saw my question. Now
There
respond and
you
let me
go.
know. Don't say it out
So,
loud, girl.
oh,
Okay, I mean, wait. Do you want them to know?
um, I was just gonna not. I was just gonna answer the question with a yes or a no, but go from there and not let them
Okay, yeah,
know.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
keep it private, but you about to tell the cousins.
No, I don't need everybody in my business.
Okay, she typing me. She typing me. Um, download the Kendra G Singles dating app. As you can see, okay. All right. And we'll leave it at that. All right. I got my answer. Let's continue. Okay. So that's over.
Over.
Okay, that's over. Okay. All right. So let's continue. So you met that guy from the app, and now you're ready to meet somebody else. So I'm not even sure. Did I ask you what you wanted in a man?
Yes, somewhat. A man with no kids, preferably that loves his mother, has a job, career ambitions and goals, doesn't mind going out traveling a bit, but also I like to stay at home, play a little video games. I don't have to be out all the time.
Okay.
I just like to
Uh,
have a really good time. I laugh and I talk a lot, but I
what are your deal breakers? Did I ask you your deal breakers?
no. I want to say that my deal breaker is if you have kids, but it seems like I'm just closing my options in. So if you have one kid and you're cool with the baby moms, then maybe there's a little wiggle room. But preferably no kids. Of course, no drug dealers. We're too old for that. Just somebody who can survive on their own. They don't need me because my support. It would be nice if we came together to build something. But as long like I'm here making it on my own, as long as you're there making it on your own and we can bring it together, what's up?
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Say that again.
Should he look a certain way?
Oh yes, he should be. I mean, he just needs to be clean and put together. I'm not expecting him to have Jordans. I don't have Jordans. I'm not a materialistic person. But the thing you need to be a good steward of the things that you do have. Like if you have a nice car, don't just be, oh, I got this flashy car. Okay, do you keep it together? Or and things like that. But
Okay.
I'm not picky on too much. He needs to be a black man, of course. He's got to be a black man.
Yeah, I mean black man. Okay, black man only.
Got
Should he make a certain amount of money?
he just needs to be able to take care of himself and you know he don't gotta take care of me but hope I mean, we're growing to take care of each other but just open to that and growth, just open to growth.
Open to growth. Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Kendra, I went and threw it. She said Brianna. I was like, my name's Brianna. Is she really a call on me? Sorry, I'm in the middle of moving, so I got an air mattress over there and
Okay. All right, we gotta see. You gotta bring it down to the ground.
okay,
We gotta
let
see
me
your
take.
leg.
I got shorts on. Hold on.
Oh
Let
no,
me
no,
take these.
no, Brianna, this is fine. You don't gotta go do a whole lot, girl. As long as I can see the legs, we good, girl.
Okay.
Okay. All
Oh,
right, we see you, girl. With your, is that a dress or a shirt? Oh, it's a
a
long
dress,
shirt.
a little
We got
dress.
you. Swirl on them. Going with the wind fabulous. Brianna, when was your last relationship, love?
Oh, my last relationship was October 2020 when I left. When I left him, left him where he was at. We were together for about 2.5 years. Now of course I be thinking like, did I make the right decision? But I know in the midst when I was doing it, it was the right decision. Now I think it's just, where's my man at?
Why did you
so
leave that relationship?
I felt like he was like not forthcoming with a lot of information. He was being weird. The straw that broke the camel's back was like we'll go on each other's phones and stuff, and that's not a problem. But then it started getting weird about it. Um, there will be numbers that aren't saved, but you call them all the time, and then when I confront you about it, you save it under as my dog. So then that had me going in my phone and saving my homeboys as my dog. And so I think it started making me change who I was a bit, and I just got up out of there. We're still good friends. I still probably see him every year. At least like once or twice a year. Cause I feel like once you've had a connection with somebody and want to just throw it away is just that's what breaks my heart. Like we can come on, we can at least be friends, right?
Well, okay, this was your boyfriend,
Yes.
and does he have a new girlfriend?
He may. I asked him recently if he did. I was like, hey, what's up? I ain't, pull up lately. He was like, actually, I have a girl. I was like, okay, cool. So then, I stopped hitting him. Then the next day, he's like, you want a video chat? Why? I mean, yeah,
Here's the deal.
sure.
This is how I feel. I feel like here's the deal. If you know you're gonna stay in contact with your man, then don't break up with him because you don't want to go from girlfriend to now you with the sideline girl. Either you gonna figure it out and keep your position, or if you leave, be gone because you don't want to give him the satisfaction of knowing that he can now have other women and still talk to you at the same time. Unless y'all got a kid, only time that you gotta stay in contact with your ex is if y'all share a human together. But if you don't share no human with this man, no.
Yeah.
Because it
And
seems
I
like
agree.
you like you just the one thing what made me got here, what made me get here is you said, now I'm thinking back, did I make the right decision? Well, if you was going to stay in contact with him and see him twice a year, and no, I mean, whether you made a decision or not, you made the decision, but don't give him the satisfaction of knowing that he can still entertain you at his leisure and have a whole new girl. We're not doing that.
I hear you, but like anybody that I've dealt with, they could still hit me up. Like the guys from college, we're
Baby,
friends.
you walking dead. You the television show. It's a walking dead. Because let me tell you why. Because it was the I mean, most men, okay, think about it like this. Most men probably like, that's probably the part they really like, the friendship of you, the great sweetness of you, right? So they get to break up with you or do whatever, did you wrong in the relationship, get to move on with other women, but they still get that nice sweetness of you that they love. They get the best of both worlds. Because now they get women and they still can hit your sweet self up when they desire. No, you lost all of me. Go play over there. Figure it out. Like now, so now you can understand what I was, because if you still allow them to get the good things that they wanted and the other women, they won.
Okay. I understand. That's something I'm working on within myself. But I appreciate that because I went to therapy for the first time like a couple weeks ago ever. And so I appreciate this.
Again, if you have children, I understand it. But if there's no kids, it's the walk, baby. Uh, sorry for that man. I never met that man. If Jesus was like, do you know this person? Jesus can't put none of my exes in front of my face. I'm like, I never met him. He was like, you know, I'm the Lord. I'm like, I know you're the Lord. He'd be like, Kendra, if you don't claim this man, you going to hell. Well, Jesus, it was nice knowing you because I never met him. And that's just how I operate.
Hey, yeah, I'm not like that, but I should get a bit of a colder heart.
Well, I just think you don't probably gotta be that cold, but I will say this. If you break up with someone, nobody will ever miss you if they still have you. And I think that what women gotta understand, men, I mean, most men, a lot of men don't really want to rise to the occasion, right? So if they could sleep with you and never call you, they are happy as hell. Now, this is not all men, but there's some men who want to be husbands, want families, right? But there's a large group of men that's like, if I could just sleep with you and never have to talk to you again, I'm happy. Or if I could just hit you whenever it's convenient for me, I'm happy. Now, if you wanted more, let's say you wanted more from that individual, you got to stand on business. And then if he didn't give you the more that you desired, then he don't get none of the great things about you that he loves. You're a
I've
ghost.
changed.
And but you really even it's but the larger part is it's not about being a ghost in theory. You literally should just be busy. You should not be available. Like, you know how you said something to him? He was like, "Oh, I got a girl." No, you should no longer even be available. Like your biggest flex is not being available for your ex because you're genuinely busy. You genuinely with another person, or I don't care if you're painting your toenails. Like, I'm too busy for whatever. I'm taking my weave out. I don't care what it is, but I don't have time for you anymore. Like, that was the privilege that you once had. You lost that spot when you did whatever you did to not be in my life. So go paint a room. I don't care. Groom a dog. Like, go outside and jump rope. You're too damn busy.
I got you. I got you. I should.
Okay, this is why I have to launch this women's group because, and every day I'm trying to launch the women group. But what I will say, these are the moments that further remind me why this group is so important, because I need y'all say y'all the prize, but y'all don't act like y'all the prize. Y'all act like y'all act like men are the prize. And that's why they act like the prize, because they get away with every single thing that y'all allow. But it's because y'all have not tackled the art of enjoying being alone. There's gonna be, listen, I'm gonna give you the real deal. You're gonna have to get used to being alone for a second, right? But being alone is the best time. You could work on so many things, like, and I mean alone just in a romantic space, not in alone in life. You got girlfriends, you got friends, you got guy friends, you got platonic friends. There's a schedule. You can do your self-care, what you need to do. Like, when you're single, it's actually could be the best time of your life if you do it right. But some of y'all are so afraid to be by yourself that y'all just want something. And I'm telling you right now, something is not better than nothing. Sometimes nothing, and I just did this part of the course. Sometimes nothing is exactly what you need. You need a hollow space to get you together so you can attract better and become the woman that you claim that you are. You got to put some time into it though. And let go of your ex. Let him go be with who I don't even know, child. He's sleeping with somebody else. You might got herpes now, child. You can't even drink a plate at my house. Like, I don't know. I got an STD spray you down now because you out here with other women. You can't come around here.
Understood. Understood.
Okay. Now, we did all that. Did I ask you why a guy would be lucky to be with you?
Oh no, you didn't. I believe a guy would be lucky to be with me and blessed to be with a woman like me because number one, I'm close to God, and I'm trying to do nothing but get closer. I love my family. I like to make people laugh. I like to be that good company. I don't I don't want anybody feeling like they're wasting their time. So I make sure that like even when I'm by myself, I'm having a good time. Like music on, DJ going, I just twirling in a circle. Like we're gonna have a good time. I have a great time by myself. So I just really think I'm a really positive person. Light. I think of the glass half full rather than half empty, and just keep it pushing forward and upward. No excuses. Excuses are tools of the incompetent that build mind into nothingness. Those who specialize in them are seldomly good at anything. I don't really mess with excuses, and I'm just a positive person.
I love it. Okay. So here we go. So we got Brianna, 35, Aries. Okay. Could the guy have kids?
Preferably not.
Okay. So a man with no kids. Do you want kids?
Yes, I would if we
Okay.
can get it on in time. But what is time?
You
Ugh,
on God's clock. Don't let the internet try. You on God's clock. But
yes, ma'am.
everybody gets mad at me when I say freeze your eggs. But I say freeze your eggs if you have the coin to do it. But if you got money to travel, you got money to do that. But here we go. And somebody said that I said freeze your. Why am I encourage women to be single moms? Freezing your eggs has nothing. It's not saying you're going to be a single mom. Freezing your eggs gives you actually an opportunity to wait long enough to meet the person you don't mind having a child with. So it's just that extra protection because see, men well, first of all, some of y'all, we don't talk about this, and this is no diss, but some men have weak sperm. They can't even create kids, but we don't talk about that because that's a sensitive topic. But for the men who have strong sperms, y'all don't typically have a clock, right? So this is why men date differently. Men don't have the pressure of procreating unless they want to have a child before they're too old. Like some men don't want to be old dads, so they like to start their family at a certain age. But for the most part, a healthy man can procreate, can have a baby easy at 52, at 60, at 70 years old. That's not a woman's reality. So women, you know, the clock can get the ticket, right? But, great thing with science and, with freezing your eggs is just that extra time if you need it just in case. But if you want to just go out here and bust it wide open and have the baby, that's your plan too. Do you? I'm just giving all the options that exist. All right, here she goes, Brianna. I like talking to you tonight. Brianna, her name is Brianna, but her username is BRISKI4. BRISKI4 is her username. BRISKI4. Why don't you want to smile, girl?
Oh,
You wasn't smiling in the picture.
oh, that was just one because everybody always tells me you have a nice smile, so I just want to switch it up. But
Well, girl,
I'm
this is the
always
first time me and these Negroes on my app. You should be smiling.
look at the pictures. Some you saw one picture, maybe two, where I wasn't smiling. I'm always
Okay,
smiling.
okay. Okay, that look like okay. Our last lady going to jail. You saw her?
I did comment on that. Godspeed to her. I don't know what's
Godspeed.
going on with that.
Okay. Listen,
Oh,
Brianna,
but
you have a sweet spirit. You have a sweet
smoking.
spirit.
I don't do
Huh?
that smoking cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes, no. Weed, you can smoke some weed, and we can smoke some weed, but
I ain't
cigarettes,
smoking nothing. I don't like either. I think nicotine is worse for your body. But both got smells that I'm not trying to have cigarette smell in my hair, and I don't want no weed smell in my hair and in my clothes. I have people coming to my house asking they can smoke. The hell you can't. Hell no. This is a
No,
smoke-free zone. I don't like the smell of it.
I don't
All
do
right, Brianna.
cigarettes.
I like you, Brianna. I'm wishing you the best. I'm sending you love. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Kendra. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye, girl. Bye, baby. Here she goes, fellas. It's Brianna on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Her username is Brisk I4. Brisk I4, and she will come right up. BRISKI4. Here is Brianna. Shoot your shot and send her a message or scroll down and push that heart or the star. Brianna. Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.